Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Progressive Discussions. I am your host, James P. Madonna, and it happens to be I don't know, it's the first show of the month of June, or is it the second show? It might be the first show for the month of June. 2023. Well, it is the beginning of June 2023, and Memorial Day weekend has passed, and the first day of summer is ahead of us. The summer solstice, for you pagan practitioners, the summer solstice will be coming, the holiday. So I wish all of you people out there of very deep thought, not just pagan practitioners, but everyone, people with open minds that embrace New Age mysticism, healing, like our Facebook page, and the deeper realm of existence. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with being that way because a man that I greatly respect and follow, and we chat once in a while online. The one and only, the Exorcist Bishop Brian Ouellette from the hit TV show on the Travel Channel, Ghost Adventures, the star of Ghost Adventures. And he has Catholic Mass, Christian Mass. He conducts them, all of them, every one of them, um, live stream from his YouTube channel and his website. But he also told me there is no harm in things like anything new age, anything that taps into the third eye, ESP, extrasensory perception, tarot cards, crystals, what have you. He says pretty much that's the least of your worries, but there's no problem with that. As long as your heart is in the right place and you do not deliberately choose a life of sin, you avoid sin the best you can, you should be fine. A person who deliberately chooses to sin will attract the dark forces. If you're in the Word, you're protected. Anyway, let me see if my medicinal herbal tea is too hot to sip. No, I could sip it. It's pretty good. I have a bag of chai. I have chai tea for those that know about teas. I have a peppermint tea, and I have this organic tea that's a combination of turmeric, ginger, and mango. And, as well as um, rose hips, lemongrass, that's in there. You see this lovely Mexican fiesta style coffee mug? I only paid $1 for it more than several years ago. I got it at the Dollar Tree. That's right. I am an expert bargain shopper. So that is my official special favorite mug for drinking hot beverages. That's beverage in French, beverages. I don't know, I crack myself up sometimes. All right, I'm going to start with the topics. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, got some topics. We got some topics. Okay. There we go. Being that summertime is when most humanoids take their vacations, and being that this is a popular destination because the US dollar goes a long way here in the Dominican Republic, I thought this would be important and applicable to the time of year when people take vacations. U.S. warns of violent crime at popular tourist destination. The U.S. Department of State reissued a travel advisory for the Dominican Republic this week. I think it's more than this week. Warning travelers to exercise increased caution due to the high level of crime in the country. According to the State Department, concerns include violent crimes such as armed robbery, homicide, and sexual assault. Wow. While resort areas, you don't pay attention to this advertisement. Probably dental implants. While resort areas tend to be better policed, urban areas like Santo Domingo remain a concern, the government warns. Here's what they recommend. If robbed, hand over your personal belongings without resisting. Do not carry or wear valuable items that will attract attention. Be wary of strangers. Travel with a partner or group if possible. The wide availability of weapons, illicit drugs, and a weak criminal justice system contribute to the high level of criminality on a broader scale, the government warns. Well, the politicians in all of these second and third world countries are very easily paid off, and so are the police. Travelers are advised to be aware of their surroundings and follow the advice of resort and tour operators regarding local safety and security concerns. Hey, you even have to be concerned about locking up your valuables in the hotel safe. I don't trust the hotel staff. And I definitely don't trust the maids that come in and clean up your room. And that's it. That's it for the first topic. Okay. Well, this is a positive article that is environmentally connected. What the hell? Interesting. Well, what I want to do is I want to check something. Bear with me. I was busy today, so I didn't get a chance to do what I normally do before the show. Let's see what we got here. Bear with me. Let's see. The hell? Oh. Huh. All right. Bear with me, folks. Have patience. Mm. What's this one? Uh, hmm. um, okay. I will be done in a flash. Well, not a flash like the speed of light, but you know what I mean. I, I'm, 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 I'm serious. I'll be done in a flash. Ugh. It's only because I was busy before with other things. Uh, just, um, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Yes, in a flash. I will be finished in a flash. I know I said that before. I know I said that before. Anyway, this happens to be Progressive Discussions, and the second half of the show is Red Pill Man Cave. And that's when I call upon my wonderful, beloved, cherished uh, co hosts and special guests. Beloved and cherished. That's right. All right, that's good. All right. Hmm. Suffering succotash. There we go. I told you I would be back. Science focus. Hidden fungi absorb over a third of Earth's fossil fuel emissions. New study discovers. By Noah Leach. Okay, published June 5th, 2023. A new study pinpoints a major carbon pool in the filamentous networks of mycorrhizal fungi found underneath mushrooms. Powerful relationships hidden in our soil are helping to store away some of humanity's carbon emissions and could help us lock away even more if we protect them, according to a new study. Researchers from the United Kingdom, South Africa, and the Netherlands have revealed that each year plants pull 13.12 gigatons of carbon dioxide equivalents from the atmosphere into a certain type of fungi known as mycorrhizal fungi. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Found in the soil. That's equivalent to a whopping 36% of annual global fossil fuel emissions. Wow. I salute fungi. I love mushrooms, so that means I'm a fun guy. Hmm. Mycorrhizal fungi form mutually beneficial partnerships known as symbiotic relationships with the roots of plants. The fungi supply the plants with nutrients that are essential for the plant's growth and, in return, take some of the sugars that the plants produce through photosynthesis, as well as their carbon dioxide. This research has given us an awareness of the potential role that these fungi play in controlling rising CO2 levels. Author Dr. Heidi Hawkins, research associate on plant-soil microbe interactions at the University of Cape Town, South Africa, told BBC Science Focus. Understandably, much focus has been placed on protecting and restoring forests as a natural way to mitigate climate change, said Hawkins in a press release. But little attention has been paid to the fate of the vast amounts of carbon dioxide that are moved from the atmosphere during photosynthesis by those plants and sent below ground to mycorrhizal fungi. Scientists have known for a long time that these fungi form symbiotic relationships with plants, but only in recent years discovered that they also act as a gateway for carbon to enter the soil. The study published in Current Biology finally estimates what the figures are. Mycorrhizal fungi transport nutrients and minerals through the soil using extensive filamentous networks called mycelium. For some fungi, these networks sit underneath their fruiting bodies known as mushrooms, which release spores to help the fungi reproduce. Mycorrhizal fungi use carbon to expand their mycelial network. It also helps to build strength in the structure of soils, but the researchers still don't know how long carbon stays in the fungi. While mycorrhizal fungi certainly contain and release carbon into the soil, we do not currently know whether mycorrhizal fungi are a carbon store or sink. Carbon store meaning they maintain carbon, or sink, they increase carbon over time. Okay, that said, there are already some practical actions we can take by, for example, conserving areas that we know that those specific mycorrhizal associations result in a high allocation of carbon into the soil, forests, and heathlands. Well, you have to protect and maintain the environments where they flourish, of course. Just like not destroying the rainforests, which are the lungs of the planet Earth, help significantly with the climate change and global warming crisis. The researchers emphasize the need for more research as the UN Food and Agriculture Organization warns that 90% of soils could be degraded by 2050. So it's not only our atmosphere that is in danger through climate change, global warming, but it's also the soils that agriculture relies on, the vital integrity and quality of the soil. So anyway, without going on and on and on and on, oh, that's it. Um, okay. Co-author Merlin Sheldrake, who wrote Entangled Life: How Fungi Make Our Worlds, Change Our Minds, and Shape Our Futures, said many human activities destroy underground ecosystems. Besides limiting the destruction, we need to radically increase the rate of research. About our expert, Dr. Heidi Hawkins is a research associate on plant soil microbe interactions at the University of Cape Town, South Africa. She is also the research lead at Conservation South Africa, part of the American nonprofit environmental organization, Conservation International. Hawkins' research has been published in Nature Communications, my core, HISA, whatever, and New Phytologist. All right. Okay. Um, um, hmm. All right, let me go to this one. Bear with me, people. Bear with me, just slightly. I'm serious this time. Just slightly. Yeah. All right, gotcha. Okay, I'm back. To the next topic. Man, these son of a bitches, man, they bombard me with advertisements. Now, you know what's strange? If I zoom in on an article using my browser, why do I have to keep on resuming? Why? Why? There we go. Bill Gates says you'll never go to Amazon again after the next big artificial intelligence breakthrough. Really? By John Quast, June 9, 2023. Key points. Chat box technology appears to have progressed far enough to enable artificial intelligent digital agents. According to Gates, digital agents will change how people interact with some of the biggest technologies in the world. All right. It's not easy to impress the world's fourth richest person, but Gates is calling this breakthrough the big thing. In his personal blog in December, Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates wrote, over the next few years, people are going to see the incredible progress in artificial intelligence. And according to more recent statements from Gates, that incredible process is coming straight for e-commerce and other major industries. This article will explore the developing technology of artificial intelligence, digital agents. And when it comes to advancements in this field, I'll explain what Gates meant when he said, "You'll never go to Amazon again." Oh, poor Jeff Bezos. Disruption from, well, I hope the artificial intelligent agents hook me up with the best deals when I want to buy something online with free shipping. I hope they do. Otherwise, I'm not going to stop shopping with Amazon Prime. Disruption from digital agents is coming. When it comes to artificial intelligence, Gates isn't easily impressed. Microsoft is at the forefront of the movement thanks to its partnership with OpenAI, a developer of Chat GPT. But Gates has had a front row seat to discussions involving artificial intelligence since his college days, and he's very aware of the technology's shortcoming to date. In a recent episode of Microsoft's Behind the Tech podcast, Gates said he wasn't impressed with the early versions of GPT-4. The latest iteration from OpenAI, it was able to create grammatically correct sentences, but he wanted to see the technology apply reasoning skills to pass a biology test. He said that this would get his attention. Gates hoped the OpenAI team could pass his challenge after years of hard work. In reality, it took the team a matter of months, and Gates now is consequently all aboard the artificial intelligence excitement train. Okay. This is where an artificial intelligence personal agent or digital agent comes in. According to Oracle, an artificial intelligence digital agent or assistant is an advanced version of an artificial intelligence chatbot. Not all chatbots are good enough to be considered a digital agent. Basically, a digital agent can take a prompt and respond with contextualized information sourced from multiple places. Not only will it answer a question, it might complete a task or even offer personalized recommendations. This sounds like the speaking robot on board the deck of the Starship Enterprise that Captain Kirk used to communicate with. See, science fiction often becomes science reality. Based on how impressed Gates now is with GPT-4, it's possible that chatbot technology is advanced enough to truly unlock the power of artificial intelligent digital agents. As long as I don't have to pay for them. Speaking at the Goldman Sachs and SV Angel Artificial Intelligent Forward Conference in May, Gates reportedly said whoever wins the personal agent, that's the big thing, because you will never go to a search site again. Oh, a search site. Like when I use Google and Google Chrome. Interesting. You will never go to a productivity site. You'll never go to Amazon again. In other words, Gates believes artificial intelligent digital agents will disrupt incredibly huge industries, including internet search and e-commerce. And that's a big deal. Well, I'll just read a little more. What will the disruption look like? To be clear, Gates isn't saying that people will stop using internet search engine tools or that people will no longer make online purchases. However, digital agents, if widely adopted, would act as a middle party, disintermediating companies from the end user. And in my view, that could have massive ramifications for digital advertising. I'm not interested in advertising. I'm interested in getting the very best deal for the high quality products I wish to purchase with free shipping. Digital advertising is a valuable tool because it can intelligently target certain users based on their online history, and results can be measured. Okay, I get it. Artificial intelligent digital agents could change this dynamic. According to Statista, Alphabet has over 85% global market share for internet search, and over half of the company's revenues come from ads from its Google search. So Alphabet clearly has a lot to lose here. Oh, Amazon has more to lose here than what many people might realize. E-commerce marketplaces also place ads. This is known as retail media. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck retail. According to third-party advertising insights, company Media Radar, Amazon attracted 37% of investments in retail media in 2022. It's clearly the place that advertisers want to be due to its prominence. Yeah. For perspective, Amazon has generated $39.3 billion in advertising revenue in just the last year, and this revenue source grew at a 23% year-over-year pace in the most recent quarter. This is a big and fast-growing part of the business, and if we trust Gates' intuition, it could be in jeopardy. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's see. All right. Got here. U.S. banks doing very little to recover 24. Wait a minute. I think that's $24 billion, right? $24 billion stolen from customers this year. Well, banks can't care that. Banks can't be trusted. Just like corporate American CEOs can't be trusted. American banks are doing very little to recover and reimburse billions upon billions of dollars stolen from customers each year, according to a new report. People are struggling to get their banks to protect them from massive and systemic checking fraud, reports NBC News Los Angeles. The specific type of theft, which is expected to reach $24 billion this year, is carried out by criminals who cash stolen checks endorsed with fake names. The fraud is driven in large part by mail phishing, which is essentially the act of stealing checks directly from the mailbox. Well, if you live in a questionable neighborhood, I hope you have a really good lock on your mailbox. I mean, a really good lock. The report tracks the tribulation. I know there's lots of porch pirates in questionable neighborhoods, okay, that intercept your package before you do. The report tracks the tribulations of Mark Wilding, who says he noticed a mailbox in New York City felt a little sticky when he mailed some checks to pay bills. His checks, which totaled $7,200, were yanked right out of the mailbox, and Wilding later discovered they were cashed by someone using the false name Cesar Bruno. Instead of reimbursing him, Wells Fargo told Wilding he could only issue complaints to the banks that cashed the checks. You know, I know someone personally that had to leave Wells Fargo because of identity theft. They did not want to reimburse her for the identity theft that was clearly not her fault. Wells Fargo does not have a good reputation for customer service and customer protection. Okay, so Wells Fargo is the first inductee into the Chiseler's Hall of Shame for progressive discussions. After NBC Los Angeles contacted Wells Fargo and told them about the story they were working on, the bank finally returned the money to Wilding 6 months after the theft. 6 months? Yeah, because he brought it to the media. Wilding says he was shocked to see the bank he'd been with for 30 years give him the runaround. Well, it doesn't surprise me because I heard stories concerning Wells Fargo. So stay clear of Wells Fargo. All right? Oh, this looks good. It is very applicable to what's in the news today, which is Donald Trump's, 37 federal indictments, not to mention the FBI, charges, proven charges concerning New York City, Southern District of New York and South Florida. Let's see what we got here. Would you believe, even though Donald Trump was proven to be one of the biggest crooks of all time, right up there with Bernard Madoff, who made off with everyone's money, that his follower base will not abandon him, will not leave him. All the crazy lunatics, all the brain cell deficient followers, the Trumpanzees, as I call them, will not leave his side. Trumpanzees. And Donald Trump being the Trumpenstein monster. Trumpenstein. What is the Espionage Act and what might it mean for Donald Trump? Washington, June 11th. Reuters, whatever the fuck. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has become the most high-profile person to ever face criminal charges under the Espionage Act for the unlawful retention of sensitive national defense records. Okay. In all, Trump faces 37 criminal counts, 31 of which relate to secret and top secret classified documents. He is also charged with obstructing justice, conspiracy, concealment, and false statements. What is the Espionage Act? The Espionage Act is an anti-spy law enacted by Congress shortly after the start of World War I. Okay, so it goes way back. Into the early 20th century. The statute criminalizes a broad array of conduct related to the mishandling of sensitive government records connected to the national defense, a term generally referring to military records that, if disclosed, could damage U.S. national security. Over the years, the law has been used as a legal tool by the Justice Department to prosecute people ranging from suspected Soviet spies to famous whistleblowers like Daniel Ellsberg, who leaked the Pentagon Papers, and Edward Snowden, a former intelligence consultant who leaked classified National Security Agency records to reveal the existence of a domestic surveillance program. Yeah, that means Big Brother is watching all of us. And Edward Snowden spilled the beans, but he's a hero. During the Obama and Trump administrations, some of the Justice Department's most high-profile Espionage Act prosecutions targeted government employees who leaked classified information to the press or to the website WikiLeaks, such as former Army Private First Class Intelligence Analyst Chelsea Manning and former intelligence contractor Reality Winner. Huh? That can't be a person's name. Can't be real. Manning was sentenced to 35 years in prison. Yikes, they threw away the key with him. Though President Barack Obama later commuted her sentence, while Winner was sentenced to more than 5 years after she admitted. So the woman's name is Reality. She probably had hippie parents. She admitted to leaking a top secret report on Russian interference in U.S. elections to the media outlet The Intercept. Well, I think that's something that the American people deserve to know. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange has also been charged under the Espionage Act and is fighting extradition to the United States. How does the Espionage Act apply to Trump? Okay. Special counsel Jack Smith's office filed charges against Trump after the FBI searched the Florida resort where he lives in August 2022 and located about 13,000 government records, about 100 of which were marked as secret or top secret, the highest classification level, reserved for the government's most closely held secrets. Altogether, prosecutors say he improperly retained 337 classified records. Trump has previously denied breaking the law, arguing that he declassified the records in question and that his broad presidential powers gave him the authority to disclose or declassify materials. Oh, man. However, the Espionage Act itself does not explicitly require prosecutors to prove that the records themselves were classified, and neither Trump nor his attorneys have provided any evidence to suggest they were ever declassified. Is Trump making up his own reality in his own delusional Trumpenstein world? Prosecutors have charged Trump with violating a section of the Espionage Act, which applies to someone who has unauthorized possession of national defense information, the same crime to which Winner pleaded guilty. This section of law makes it a crime to willfully retain the information and fail to deliver it back to the proper U.S. government official. What will prosecutors have to prove to a jury? To obtain conviction against Trump, the government will need to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he willfully retained the material and failed to turn it over to the government. Prosecutors do not need to show that Trump knew it was national defense information, but rather that a reasonable person should have known it was. Part of the government's evidence will likely entail laying out all the steps it took to get the records returned. This includes a year-long effort by the U.S. National Archives and Records Administration, which repeatedly reached out to Trump through his attorneys to request that he return missing records. While Trump finally agreed to send the archives 15 boxes of material a year, instead of all of them, right? After leaving the White House, some of those records were marked as classified, and the boxes did not include all of the records in his possession. He's an arrogant son of a bitch. Oh my God! I've never heard of a narcissistic, egomaniacal sociopath like this guy, Donald Trump. Even after the Justice Department tried to retrieve the remaining records with a subpoena, Trump only handed over an additional 38 pages marked as classified. It took a court-approved search warrant before the FBI was able to retrieve the bulk of the records that remained. The government will also present evidence from Trump's own attorney, who was compelled to testify to a grand jury about his communications with Trump. The indictment alleges Trump tried to get his own attorney to lie to the government about the existence of the records, even going so far as to ask the attorney to destroy or hide them. Oh boy. Hot damn. Hot diggity dog. This guy thinks he's like the master of the universe. You know, he thinks that he's the center of the universe. Oh, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let me check the time. I only got 2 more topics. Oh, man. Let me check the time here. Oh, I'm doing good. Not that bad. Oh, boy. Oof. Okay, and away we go. The American dream is dead. People online discuss insane housing prices after this person vents their frustrations. Please excuse the landscaper's noise in the background. If something is extremely expensive, there's a saying that it costs an arm and a leg. If you consider today's U.S. housing market, however, then younger generations would have to cough up more limbs than they themselves have. Very fitting, seeing as how a lot of younger generation people can only dream of having their own house at this point. The topic of housing in the U.S. has been a hot one over the past several years as the housing market has reached and in fact gone beyond the point of being sensible with its pricing. And if you're not convinced, it's a sad reality. Consider this. Okay, they say that there are only a few constants in life: change, death, taxes, and of course, the ever inflating prices in the U.S. housing market. That's probably why rents are so astronomically high also in certain areas of the United States. Now, this would be an exceptional house to have because it's waterfront property. The Redditor shared his frustrations with the current status of housing in the United States, sparking a number of discussions on the platform. A lot of my older coworkers have huge houses that they bought decades ago while working the exact same job I'm currently doing. I was talking to one of my older coworkers and he was asking why I work 2 jobs. I told him because my rent is $1,800. See? Speak of the devil, right? He was like, well, damn, you must live in a mansion. I said, no, just an 800 square foot apartment. He didn't believe me at all. So I showed him on my phone what all the apartments are going for in our town. And he was like, what the fuck? My mortgage is half that on a 4-bedroom house. Yep. He showed me pictures of his house and it was huge and pretty decent. I looked it up on Zillow and it's worth $400,000. He bought it decades ago when it was around $100,000. Wow. Me and all my coworkers talk about the housing crisis a lot, and all the older guys who have been working there for 20 or 30 years all said they bought houses in their early 20s thanks to this job. I have the same job they did, the exact same position, and I will never be able to afford even a starter home. The American dream is dead. Yeah. In the post, the Redditor explained how more than half of his paychecks is spent on rent, whereas his older coworkers only pay half that in mortgages. Well, this font is way too small. I'm not going to strain my eyeballs. Not only that, but a quick Zillow search deduced that the um, coworkers' $100,000 four-bedroom house is now worth $400,000. Yeah, this is by far the tiniest font I have ever encountered on an article, so I'm going to have to just read the highlights. All of this points to an ever-increasing issue of affordability, with statistics showing little change in wages, but a doubling, if not more, of house prices in the last 30 years. It's incredible. The main culprit here is too much demand, not enough supply. Yeah, the capitalists always blame it on supply and demand. What about fucking old-fashioned greed with a little nuance here and there? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, gotcha. Many suggest that if big investors didn't invade the market and the government had more control over how it's done, housing would be much more affordable. I agree with that. Okay. Well, all you people out there, all you flag waving MAGA Republicans that think capitalism is sacred and that this is God's country. Well, there's too much evidence to the contrary. To the contrary. Okay, I got one more. And this is interesting. Whoa. Huh. Let me just check something out here. All right. There he is. Who and on? Now what? Two-story house only costs $1,100 a month for all utilities. You pay $270 for everything. Two-story house. What are you talking about? People with money aren't really that smart. No, they're at the right place at the right time, and they know the right people to get the big breaks. That's how capitalism works. It's a roll of the dice, like winning the lottery. No, no way. A two-story house only costs $1,100 a month with all utilities. Nah, yeah. A small four-bedroom house costs 30 to 60 grand. Yeah, maybe in the ghetto. Too bad white and black people don't have a grant for governments. Well, there are government programs that you can apply for. They're out there. They just don't tell the American people about it. They don't send you. The government doesn't send you letters if you happen to be a single parent, or you're married and you have children, you're low income. No, they don't notify you. They don't notify you. Your people are supposed to help each other with grants so you don't suffer. Yeah, well, if we had democratic socialism, or some people call it socialism, but it's really the democratic socialism of the Scandinavian countries, then the United States will definitely help low-income people and people in need, people living on a fixed income. Well, if people have to start voting for a new third progressive party and stop voting for the corrupt establishment, Republicans and Democrats that are in bed with the oligarch, the fat cats, the 1%. They have to stop doing that. All right, let me knock off this last one. All right. No. Let's see. Hold on for a second. All right. House oversight plans. Hold on for a second. All right. House oversight plans UFO hearing after unconfirmed claims of crashed alien spacecraft. The Pentagon hasn't found variable information to support the allegations. Yeah, they're hiding it. They have evidence. They have eyewitnesses by military pilots in the Air Force. They have NASA eyewitnesses. They have videos galore. And from what I understand, uh, the late President Dwight D. Eisenhower had secret meetings with the aliens. There are tons of secrets being hidden from the American public, both at areas 51 in Nevada and area 52 in Utah. And they're saying they still won't come clean up. Totally. They're full of shit. Chairman of the House Oversight Committee. The powerful House Oversight Committee is in the early stages of preparing a hearing on UFOs in the wake of unconfirmed claims from a former intelligence official that the U.S. has allegedly found crashed alien spacecraft, an account the Pentagon says is unsubstantiated. Well, they did it at Roswell. It happened at Roswell. Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer, Republican, of course, of Kentucky, was first asked about these claims by a News Nation reporter. Oh, that's where Chris Cuomo is working. It's a great news network, fast growing too. I highly recommend it. Reporter on Tuesday and said, "I've heard about it. I don't know anything about it. We plan on having a hearing." Yeah, you don't know anything about it, my fucking ass. In a subsequent statement to ABC News on Wednesday, Oversight Committee spokesman Austin Hacker said, in addition to recent claims by a whistleblower, reports continue to surface regarding unidentified anomalous phenomena. The House Oversight Committee is following these UAP reports and is in the early stages of planning a hearing. Yeah, here's your hearing. You got all the information. Don't trust an establishment, the two major party politician that takes huge campaign contributions from the fat cats, because when you do that, you owe huge favors in return. And just like the great Jesse Ventura once said, a politician is not obligated to meet with lobbyists. Okay, yeah. Republican Representatives Anna Paulina Luna and Tim Burchett confirmed on Twitter that they will lead the committee's investigation into UFOs, officially referred to as unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPS. Well, now they got a fancy term for them. They don't say flying. They don't like to say flying objects anymore, or submersible objects, because they've been seen going into the ocean and exiting the ocean. A spokesperson for the Pentagon said that the Department of Defense UAP task force, reorganized since 2022 as the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, has not discovered any verifiable information to substantiate the claims about crashed alien craft. Yeah, just like when the FDA says that nutritional plant herbal extracts and nutritional supplementation does nothing. Yeah, okay. More how search of UFO helped lead U.S. government to Chinese spy balloons. Yeah, that they talked about. To date, hold on, I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. This Republican bullshit. What's this? There's a photo of a Air Force pilot. Image of a UFO in action. I've seen this many times on Paranormal Caught on Camera and other various UFO extraterrestrial related shows on the Travel Channel and the History Channel. I've seen this image and much more detailed, multicolored, high definition videos from people's own wonderful high-tech smartphones, which have a very nice high megapixel ability, and anytime something strange is being viewed, they can instantly take a video and send it in to the program. Don't send it to the media, because they're owned by the oligarchs. They're not gonna show it. Forget about the media. All right. I just can't go on and on listening to all this Republican bullshit. All right. Hold on. Okay, that should do it. All right. Bear with me. Now it is time. Now it is time to enter the world of Red Pill Man Cave. Oh, you're being ridiculous. Look at this guy. I hope to see an alien. I like to eat one. You know what? You're a troll. You're gone. You're gone. I discussed that idiot with my co-host Mick Von Raven, and you're gone. I'm tired of your stupid, idiotic, asshole comments. I'm not raising my voice. I'm not getting myself upset. You're just simply adios. You're gone. Okay. Um, okay. Um, okay. While I'm waiting for my co-host to join me, I'm going to have a sip of my medicinal tea. Mm, hold on. Um, it's time for a good old red pill man cave. Okay. I am awaiting my great co-host, the one and only Mick Von Raven from Chicago, Illinois. Welcome to Red Pill Man Cave. It is an open topic show. People are welcome to bring up anything that's important to them. Okay, let's see. Anything at all that's important um, to anyone, really. But yeah, it can't be stupid. It has to be um, an important topic. Or at least something that is worthy of bringing up. I mean, if somebody is commenting on my show on Red Pill Man Cave and post something ridiculous and stupid like that idiot that I had to block, that's not going to fly. Hey, Mr. Ronnie S. Well, unfortunately, with live streaming, the music of the wheel and the explosion at the end is not picked up by the microphone. It's the same thing with when I used to use StreamYard, and it's the same thing with with Restream. It just doesn't pick it up. But the microphone is definitely very sensitive with Restream. I think the microphone, as well as the quality of the video, is a tad bit superior on Restream. Not to mention, I have unlimited free hours, unlimited streaming hours that I don't have to pay for. And I could simultaneously stream to 2 destinations for free. Whereas with StreamYard, you have to pay to do that. Right now, I am live streaming to both YouTube and Twitter right now at the same time. So all of my friends and the followers over on Twitter, feel free to comment on a Progressive Discussions show. Just be my guest. Comment, ask questions, and your name and your comment will be projected across the bottom of the video. Just like Ronnie S. Just like that. So you can part whether you want to be a guest on the show by way of video and voice, or whether you want to be a guest by way of voice using an avatar. If you happen to have the perfect face for radio and you don't want to be seen, you can do it that way. Or you could just simply type, and your commentary will appear. Okay. I hope he's okay. Yeah, if Mick can't make it, he usually lets me know. He might be in the shower. He might be on the porcelain throne. He might be outside. He might be eating, having lunch. You know, one of many reasons why you did not see the link. But if I don't hear from him, he usually sees the link eventually and he comes on. Okay. For everyone else, I am posting the link to join. For all of you knowledgeable progressives out there that have something meaningful to offer, there's the link. All right, it's in the comments section. And hopefully um, All right. Um, um, okay. I'll be patient. I'll wait. Oh, all right. So how's everyone doing? What does everyone like to talk about? I hope um, you're having a pleasant late spring 2023. Like I said at the beginning of the show, the first day of summer, the summer solstice is the next special day that is ahead of us. Um, June 21st, I believe. Longest day of the year. Happens to be the first day of summer, the summer solstice. So I hope everyone is getting ready to have a safe and pleasant, uh, lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer. Today is very warm outside. Uh, Outside, not indoors. Um, Indoors is fine. Um, just be careful. Don't do anything high risk with your fun and frolic in the summer days. If you go fishing, just be careful. Don't lean over the edge of a boat. Don't lean over the railing, putting your head close to the water if you're out fishing, because you don't want a big shark or an orca to just jump up and grab you. Use your head. I mean, don't use your head to stick in the shark's mouth. I mean, use your head uh, to not to do anything foolish. But people will continue to do foolish things. Be careful at the beaches because the sharks are now um, swimming closer to shore than ever before. I think it has to do with global warming and maybe the lack of their food sources, which is predominantly fish. Um, have them interested in warm-blooded food, if you know what I mean. So definitely keep your eyes open at the beach. Honestly, I don't go to the Jersey Shore because it's an absolute ripoff. It always has been in all ways. Actually, New Jersey is an absolute. New Jersey and New York City is an absolute ripoff. Talk about tourist traps. There are many tourist traps right here in the United States. You don't have to go to a Caribbean resort or a resort in Mexico to get ripped off. There are tourist traps right here. You know, when people from other areas of the country or world come to visit the New York region, New York City region, they go to the tourist traps and they buy expensive souvenirs. Well, guess what? I know of a big dollar store called the Dollar Zone in the Saddlebrook Mall in Saddlebrook, Bergen County, New Jersey, that sells the exact same New York City souvenirs for a tiny fraction of what they would pay in the Times Square, 42nd Street area, Midtown Manhattan. A tiny fraction. It's called the Dollar Zone, and there's a wonderful, high quality, low price buffet in that mall called Royal Hibachi. And there's a farmer's market in there. There's a Walmart in there. There is a Powerhouse Gym. Okay, one of the best gymnasiums in the northern New Jersey area, and it's great. It's not far from me. Yeah, I was wondering the same thing. Let me see. Let me see if he sent me a message. Let me see if he sent me a message. Hmm. Hmm. It says my message. Hmm. Yeah, where's Mick at? Well, let's put it this way, Ronnie. If you use Google Chrome as your browser, why don't you come on? See if it works. Just like with Mick. He has an iPhone and he comes on. If it doesn't work the first time, he leaves and comes back until it works. Eventually, 9 times out of 10, it works. And he's in with no problem. And if the iPhone forces him to use Safari and he can't get on, well, even if he's on for a little bit, you're not feeling up to it. Yeah, but you you have no problem sharing information in text. You don't have to razzle dazzle anybody if you come on by way of video. You don't. I mean, you're under no obligation to entertain people. Just say what you want to say, relax, hang out. Ugh, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, what I want to do is I have to go to I have to make an alternative decision because I really don't know where Mick is. Let's see. Oof. Maybe Michael Goldsmith Hilton is around. Oh yeah, I put some really nice documentaries on the International Brotherhood of Palawan Facebook group, pro wrestling documentaries. Um, well, you know what? I got to do what I got to do, brother. And so I'm going to do it now. Yeah, they're there. got some really good documentaries there, and they're long ones too. Um, hmm. So Bianca Belair. Um, I don't see. All of a sudden, Bianca Belair was supposed to have a rematch with Asuka for the now it's for the new WWE World's Women's Championship belt, not the Raw belt. They're doing away with that. So she got a new belt. So Bianca Belair was supposed to have a rematch, but all of a sudden, um, Charlotte Flair waltzes on the show and demands that she wants a match with Asuka, not even caring about the fact that Bianca Belair deserves a rematch. So, being that the general manager is a pussy, um, the one they have now, he tries to please everyone. So, of course, Bianca Belair was pissed off, and deservingly so. So, I think what happened was, uh, um, like she wants to be um, Charlotte Flair, aka Ashley, which is her real name. She wants special treatment because she's the daughter of Ric Flair. So she insists. She says, "I don't wait online to get a title shot. I make the line." So the pussy general manager that got the shaved head, what he must have done was he must have gave um, Bianca Belair a shot at the SmackDown title because there's two title matches. So I think he must have gave Bianca Belair a shot at the SmackDown belt, which is held by Rhea Ripley. And then I don't know why, but Asuka has to defend the title against Charlotte Flair, something of that effect. I don't know why, because Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown title. All right. All right. Nevertheless, let me just take a look. There I am. There I am on Twitter. I'm on YouTube and Twitter. Live stream on YouTube and Twitter. I never had this opportunity when I only use live stream. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, I don't know what happened, man. Don't know what happened. Don't know what happened to Mick. Hmm. Hey Mick, are you around? You coming on the show? Or did something happen? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, hey, Mick, are you around? Are you coming on the show? What happened? Hmm. Oh, boy. I might have to close down the show early for Red Pill Man Cave. I sure wish people let me know in advance if they can't make it. Oh, well, you know what I'll do? Oh, he just got the message. Okay. Mick just got the message. Hold on. I did send it to your text, but lately I get a message that it cannot be delivered. It rejected the delivery. It happened the past few weeks. That's why I sent it here. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. If I sent the message, there he is.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, you're muted.
I don't get it. Oh, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. You hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
No?
yeah. No,
Oh,
I hear you.
shit.
Yes. I, if I go like,
Oh, that's a miracle. Usually I always have to.
yeah, but your video, it'll straighten out, I'm sure. Your video is pixely and it's like you're freeze framing, you're freezing like, eat, eat,
Yeah,
eat,
sure.
eat,
But
like that.
but usually every single time I have to come and go back for the sound. So it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Hold on. Knock on wood. It's a miracle. What was I gonna say? If I ever
Yes.
if you can't hear me and it's fucking up on your end, the signal to leave and come back, it'll be oh no, it'll be this. I'll do the timeout like this. That means leave and come back.
I just had an on. Okay, I just had an on-screen message. One of your streams is having technical
Well, um
issues.
I I
Hey, I don't know. I can't tell.
well, I hear your audio is fine. That's all I care about.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean,
Gotcha.
I'm getting I'm getting you clear. You're visually. your video is clear, but your motion is like freezing up. It's like but it's okay. It might straighten out, but you're crystal clear.
Doing the robot?
Yeah, you're doing the robot thing.
Yeah. So it's quite a exciting weekend of indictments, eh?
37, and this doesn't count the Southern District of New York and South Florida. The FBI is awaiting his return to Mar-a-Lago, and
It,
Donald Trump says he declassified them, but then it still says top secret classified on the box.
yeah, he's up a shit creek without a paddle, folks.
And he's like
And
playing dumb, like
these are just the tip.
yeah,
Yeah, he's trying to pretend that he's innocent.
yeah, like
Here's the thing.
like yeah. Go ahead.
This is the tip of the iceberg. You've got, the situation in Atlanta. You've got the situation of January 6th. There's going to be so many things stacked against him that are true that he's going to be at least disqualified from running and or be thrown in jail, I believe, from all those different indictments.
There's
And
so
I
many.
don't think it's a witch hunt. Yeah.
Well, he's already guilty of the Espionage Act, which started at the beginning of World War One. He's
Yeah.
guilty of the Espionage Act. He showed the classified top secret documents to people that do not have clearance to see them,
Hmm.
and God knows who else might have seen them.
Yeah. Maybe his good buddy Putin.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Exactly. Got to pay the tax on the P tape from being released.
Oh, you're talking about Southern New York is a trial over the hush money. That's a different.
That's a whole nother. That's gonna
Yeah,
be. I think that's gonna be. He'll be acquitted, and it may go civil on that one. But the document thing will not be acquitted.
I don't see. I don't
And
see. I don't
like I
see the.
said, I was telling you.
I don't. I don't see the crime of paying a woman to keep quiet. She took it,
Well,
didn't
it
she?
not
He
reporting
paid
it.
it, and she took it.
Yeah. Well, not reporting it and pretending it's something else, I think, is really the biggest problem. Ow! I've gone to
Well, if you pay hush
upstairs.
money, if you pay hush money, and he's married, he has a wife giving birth to his son Baron.
What a name!
You can't, yeah, you can't make it public so the wife knows about the hush money. I mean, that defeats the purpose of the.
Well, then on top of it, he denied it, and he flat out lied under oath. So that's the problem there.
Right. Yeah, well, he's people call him a pathological liar, but I call him a deliberate liar that knows exactly what he's doing. He's just,
Dennis Hatcher had that hush money going for the kid he molested, and that was he got in trouble for that, like he should. Remember that? Then when he was a wrestling coach and all that
yeah,
shame and stuff.
he took the
Yeah.
money and didn't hold up her end of the deal.
Huh. Well, that's inconsequential. What we're talking about is an actual crime, the 37 counts
Yeah,
against him. So
right.
we're not concerned about hush money at this point. We're
Yeah,
concerned about what's yet to come for this president, this former president. It's unheralded, unheard of, lands we've never seen where a president leaves and then is under indictment for all kinds of criminal activity. And we're not talking about jaywalking, you know,
no, oh no, yeah. I mean, getting laid by a
serious.
getting laid by a porn star and cheating on the wife is
That's
not
nothing.
it's not the crime that has serious
Consequences, yeah.
ramifications. I mean, putting the security of the United States at in jeopardy,
Risk. Yeah.
risk, high, super high risk. And Giuliani was complaining the other day how they just decided to get rid of him, throw him under the bus, and not deal with him. That's because he was talking stupid. He was saying crazy things,
Oh, yeah. He,
and
he
then
was pretending to be in the electoral college. There was a bunch of them that under Trump that were going to say, "I'm in the electoral college," and he actually won. And the Justice Department is telling them you'll be prosecuted or you can cooperate. So there's for all different types of things. There's so many witnesses, so much going on. The evidence is overwhelming against.
yeah, overwhelming. It's
Yeah,
definitely. And do you know that the brain cell deficient MAGA flag waving MAGA Republicans will not leave his side. They will not abandon Donald Trump, despite all the evidence.
yeah. And I heard one of the January 6th rioters was telling a judge how he really enjoyed his time there, and he got 6 years. I frankly think they should have gotten more than that. But, to me, treason's more punishable by death
uh,
in many countries.
Participating in a coup against the United States government by trying to breaking into the Capitol building, looking to kill um, Sir
Pence and
Pence.
Nancy Pelosi, that's insane right there.
Yeah, and they were looking for AOC, and
Yeah, it's
uh,
bad stuff.
yeah, it's 6 years is like a drop in a bucket. I actually think Mr. Biden may be putting the security of the U.S. at risk with all this, with all his standing with Ukraine.
Hmm.
Uh,
Now
uh,
that's kind of off topic, but okay.
yeah, well, Ukraine, just like Taiwan, does not consider themselves to be part of Russia or with Taiwan. They don't consider
They're not
themselves
part of China, yeah.
to be part of China because the history is that uh, Ukraine is
Parts of it have been parts of it have been Russia tried to take it in World War II, but not the whole of it.
they
Russia's, yeah, not the whole of it.
they have their own traditions, their own culture. They could be considered a different country than Russia. Some Ukrainians consider themselves Russian, and
So
many
does
many
some
other. Yeah,
Mongolians consider themselves Russian because they're so close to Russia. Many Mongolians speak Russian.
Mongolians. Exactly.
So,
Hello, sir.
hey,
One and
What
only Michael,
what's
Mike,
happening? How
welcome,
y'all doing?
Michael.
Western Mike from
Good, good,
San Francisco, California. How you doing, sir?
good, good. How are y'all doing?
Good, very good today.
Very good. Did you lose weight?
Maybe a little bit. Does it look like lost a little
Oh
bit
my
of weight?
God! It looks like you lost a lot of weight. What's going on?
Oh,
Are you
Is that your camera angle, maybe, or your
yeah.
lens? Because you look really skinny.
Is that your camera angle? Oh no, it's just using my rowing machine a little bit more.
Are
So,
you? But are you eating? Are you eating? Are you ingesting enough protein? Are you eating good?
oh yeah, yeah. I'm eating enough, and yeah. Wait, hold on. What do you what are y'all up to? It doesn't look like um it doesn't look like I'm not eating enough or anything though, right?
You
Uh,
look like you lost a lot of inches in weight. I'm just concerned. That's all.
wait, but you said concerned, so it's like uh it's all good.
Okay.
Okay. Well, just make sure that while you're exercising, make sure that you try to eat at least a gram of protein for every pound of body weight.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it's always good to definitely at least lose plenty of body fat, but
yeah. You're still
but
taking the organic green juice powder.
doing the green juice, yeah. Wait, really, guys? I look like I'm not eating enough. No, eating a lot. It's just
You are? Okay.
yeah. Had
All right.
a
Just so so Ronnie S is anti AOC, which means that he's also anti Bernie Sanders, and which means that he's anti progressive, which means that Ronnie S could be a moderate, perhaps. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm a Democrat, but agree on Ronnie that kind of AOC and all those kind of extreme people can be a little nasty.
Yeah, but I wouldn't try to have them murdered for it.
Want to
That's
do
what we were.
anything like that, but they can
Well,
get
that's what we were talking about. That the insurgency, they wanted to murder her and Nancy and Pence. That's a lot of murder.
well. That's just somebody else talking to somebody else, complaining about what they're doing, and they're doing a lot of that themselves too. So there
that's
are
a
crazy
coup.
people everywhere.
It was a coup. A
Yeah,
coup is a violent takeover. It's treason.
2,000 calories a day. Oh, right. Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man, I can't
yeah.
get my picture back suddenly. I just went away for a minute and I'm hitting the camera and nothing's happening.
Well, wait. Be patient
Yeah,
because
sure. No,
your audio is perfect.
excellent.
James, like your hat.
Oh,
Yeah, I
thank
was gonna say, where'd you get that hat? It's nifty.
This is the I have the brown one. This I just got. This is the black version of. It's called the Western top hat. It comes from it's a replica of the Clint Eastwood spaghetti western movie called uh, A Fistful of Dollars, I believe. And
He
it's
wore his on more of an angle down, didn't he? Like covering his eyes a bit, I
well,
think.
maybe he
Yeah, his was a little tilted, I think,
yeah.
when
Well,
he wore it.
don't forget he was in the desert.
And he was on a horse. Yeah,
He
so
was
it's a
on a
different
horse that had. How does that song go? The
horse
horse.
with no name. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name.
The desert with the horse with no name. Hold on.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, we ain't got no pain. Something like that. Ain't got
Yeah,
no pain. There's no.
America's the band. I've been through the
Oh yeah.
desert on a horse with no name. It felt good
Oh,
to be out of
out
the rain.
the
Of the
rain.
rain in the desert. Yeah, you have no pain. You get something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
That,
yeah,
that's one of the best songs by America. Also, if you like America,
definitely.
you would love what's that song? Ventura Highway. Ventura Highway.
Nice.
That one's very good.
So James, when do you think what do you think when and which next indictment of Donald Trump do you think will be taking place?
Oh,
Um,
what's the other
the
one?
one in Georgia or January 6th? I think Georgia might be next, and January 6th might be last. I don't know.
I don't know. I think Michael's predictions. I like to hear of.
I want that guy totally to be out of office, even if he's not in prison. At least out of office. Tried to like him multiple times, but he just makes it too tough. And there are some people like that in my party, but at least it's not the president of the United States. So
Well, yeah, she's cute.
Yeah,
I
she's
will say this.
stacked.
She's
She's got a
very.
nice rack.
She's got. She's got nice dimples. I was always a sucker for dimples.
Dimples,
Sure,
what's
sure.
that?
Dimples. Those are the little indentations on both sides of a woman's cheeks.
James, am I too small?
You lost inches. I mean, are you
I'm using the rowing machine 5 times a day.
You gotta up the protein. You gotta make a log of what you've been eating, and you gotta really up. You know what has a lot of protein? I think
Yeah.
it's 1 pound of salmon, even if it's canned salmon, has 100. I think 100 grams of protein in 1 can of salmon.
Salmon is a very nutritious fish that you could cook with basically anything, and it's basically really good with red sauce. And just man, salmon will go with anything. Yeah. Well, I've been eat. So, how do you eat more? Like, what if you're already having like 3 meals and
Well,
multiple times a
well,
day?
you could get like
Yeah.
like a powdered drink, like a Muscle Milk. Muscle Milk is a great company.
Oh, muscle milk, huh?
Yeah, it's called Muscle Milk. You could get a can
Yeah.
of that, and you could start making smoothies and like with frozen banana and things like that. And you can put Greek yogurt. Oh, Greek yogurt is a fantastic way to bulk up. You like Greek yogurt?
Yeah, dude. I eat Greek yogurt. I eat like I have yogurt, bananas, stuff like that. So when you tell me that you seem a little thin, on the other hand, would rather be a little thin than a little would rather be maybe. It's like, oh man. So you're saying you can't be too fat or too thin? Can't be
Jack
too thin.
Sprat, uh, ate how did it go? Jack Sprat ate no fat. His wife can eat no lean. Between the both of them, they lick the plate clean. Something like that. Jack Sprat.
No, it's just how do you make sure to work out more? Like do like 5 times a week without
Well, okay. What
muscle
you got to do,
muscle mass.
what you got to do is forget about aerobics. You have to do all strength training. In other words, on your rowing machine, you got to progressively every week increase the tension and keep increasing it.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like the tension's already high enough, but
It's too, yeah, if you're rowing
more.
for 20 minutes or a half hour, your tension is too loose. You got to tighten that up.
We'll do 20 minutes. How do you do your row?
No, well, my row is like, my rowing is like a couple minutes because I do high intensity. I do super high intensity resistance. Like
Yeah,
if your rowing machine, you shouldn't really row, if I was you, over 5 minutes.
over 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes of like you got to turn that resistance higher, and you gotta start packing away more protein, more
Higher
bone.
resistance, shorter workout session.
Yeah, they call that high intensity training. It was
High intensity training.
it's been around for decades. It's a very old system, but it has to do with short workouts, short duration workouts, high intensity, and that's how you pack on muscle mass.
Putting that in my calendar right now for tomorrow. So
Yeah.
technically that'll save time in the morning too. Instead of doing like a whole 20-minute
Yeah.
session.
So in other words, if you're going like let me see, hold on. I'm trying to figure this. I'm still learning the ins and outs of hold on.
Don't have to wake up quite so early then.
Like in other words,
Yeah.
no, that's not it.
Pulp Fiction, or that was a Pulp Fiction kind of.
How can you send a picture on chat? I wanted to send a picture and I wasn't able to.
You still get the URL with YouTube and everything.
Oh yeah, there's if you look below, you'll see where you see the little microphone, and then
Yeah.
you'll see a little video camera,
Yes.
and then you'll see a box with an arrow. It says share screen.
Huh. Why don't I see that?
That's how you can share. But anyway, Mike, let's say I'm on a rowing machine, right?
Gonna set my alarm.
Instead of going shoo, 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 you got to turn it up where you're going. Oh,
Gonna turn up my intensity right now for tomorrow's session and be right back.
oh, and another thing about rowing.
Yep.
One day you do the rowing with the palms facing down.
Yep.
All right. The second workout, hold on. I gotta show you with the visual.
Thanks, James. Wait, you got a rowing machine too?
No. I do rowing with power bands. But this, listen, one workout, where are you? One workout, you do it with the palm, you do it with the palms down. Another day, you row with the palms facing the ceiling, up. And the reason why is they hit different muscles in the back. They hit different muscles in the back. This way you get a more symmetry, equal development.
All right.
Yeah, so one is
that makes sense.
What's happening here?
You went solo, and you're still solo.
You're solo.
Now I gotta do that. Okay. Instead of saying solo, it says maximize screen, like they have.
Oh, you're learning their lingo.
Don't do that. Don't make me think you can't see me.
No, I see you. A horse with no rein. I mean, a horse with no pain.
Name. Horse with no name. By the way, that
highway.
Do You See Me reminds me of that Who song. See me, feel me.
That's funny, Ronnie.
Maybe no sugar. No sugar.
Ice cream with whipped cream on top. No sugar. Come on, man.
Well, you can have like one cheat day and eat ice cream, like let's say Sunday. You could have a big
Sunday on a Sunday.
You can have an ice cream sundae on a Sunday.
Too big for him now.
Even though
hey, so we didn't hear Western Mike's answer on the indictments of the Donald when he thought they might come down.
He needs to pay the piper.
Well, I mean, do you think the next indictment will be Georgia or January 6th?
It might be Georgia and January 6th combined. It's just he's done too many things, and it's just he doesn't even take any responsibility. He went to that town hall, and he
blamed others.
He doubled down on everything during that CNN town hall.
Yeah, that was ugly.
Yeah. He didn't say like, hey, that wasn't one of our proudest moments in history.
Yeah.
No, instead he said like, I would pardon every single one of those, my little thug fans. And it's just everybody has to deal with shit but him. Why is he always getting away with everything?
Because he thinks the universe revolves around him. He's that egomaniacal and narcissistic.
Do you remember when he was?
Go ahead.
When he was running in 2016, he said, you better watch out. If the election isn't fair, all the bikers and the people with guns are gonna come out of the woodwork. Remember that? He's always threatening.
He's using democracy against itself. He's taking advantage of a quite still would say popular form, and kind of shifting it on its head. Just hope that he can at least take responsibility for his actions, so more people like him can start taking responsibility for their actions.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. I'm hoping he's ultimately, I don't believe he's ever going to take responsibility for his actions, but in the sense he'll pay for those actions big time. And I don't think there's anyone else in this country that's done more things against the law than him, as far as, against the country, against the democracy, that kind of thing. I think he takes the cake on that angle.
Yeah. Um, well, if he takes responsibility, all the power to him. But you're an elected official. You need to not be rude, uh, especially on a daily basis.
Yeah.
And making fun of people who, maybe Joe Biden is a little bit old. So's he. Maybe this politician says a little too much stuff, but at least they're not freaking rude. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly.
What actions is Mr. Trump going to take responsibility for? Nothing. But ideally, he would say, I don't know, at least like, "Hey, it's all a joke." At least say that, like, this was all a joke, and I'm really just a normal person.
Yeah, he won't take responsibility for anything unless it's something um, positive. Like he loves compliments, and so if it's critical, he won't take responsibility. He won't he
Still,
won't, he won't own up to anything negative.
yeah. But what's this whole thing that if
No
you get
song
along
for
with
me.
No,
what's this whole
I
thing?
hear you, Mick.
What's this whole thing if, like, it's like if you don't insult him, even if you don't insult him, he still is acting like an indecent. Like, come on.
I know. Well, anyway, I've been reading a lot of the quotes by Mr. George Bruno. Uh, uh,
George Bruno.
yeah, he's been a coach for single men for decades, and he pretty much feels that men should, not to change the subject, but he pretty much feels that men should be a lot more selective
Oh
in
yeah, absolutely.
the women that they choose, and not so thirsty and desperate to get laid that they pick any pretty face or any cute girl.
Stop giving women all this attention. And Democratic Party, stop giving women so much attention. It clearly does not work.
And Democratic neoliberals of the Democratic Party, learn
Yep.
to say no to the feminists,
Feminine,
because they
feminine
don't.
imperative, as
Yeah,
it's called.
because they hate men. They don't believe in equality. They just want power, and
Women like men. Feminists are a lot of the time unwomanly or just fake women who, for some reason, just seem to hate men
hmm
and just want nothing to do with them.
and what's with the transgender athletes uh, expecting to participate and compete against real women, and but you can't say anything about it. To me, that's cheating.
Yeah, I would agree with the right on that issue. Is if you have kind of a boundary issue with gender, it's just transgender, female, male competition, having things separate. We always used to separate things. We would separate bathrooms. So I think that this is a little bit too far from the Democratic Party.
Yeah, yeah, and also, um, the judicial system, they definitely, without a doubt, favor the woman in a divorce case, but especially if a child's involved. If a child's involved, the men usually don't fare so well. Uh,
Yeah.
and if a
Hold
woman,
on.
it's a tough situation. The thing is that men should learn how to be celibate. They should not be so thirsty and desperate to get in a woman's panties. They should be happy with themselves, because
Thanks.
happiness cannot be attained from another person. Another person cannot. Oh, my voice is going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, my voice. No, not for you. My voice is echoing back to you because Nick has an iPhone, and it clashes with live streaming.
Yeah.
Hello?
I'm gonna go make a burger. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, I probably got you hungry talking about food.
That's right.
Hello.
Hello.
Uh, yeah, it's a shame though. You know, the poor guy. He's got that. Hello.
I've been having some problems. I tried to do this. I don't know if you saw me.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Good, good.
You
Sorry.
hear me?
I hit microphone to just mute me for a minute, and then it kicked me out of it altogether. Sometimes it's a little sensitive, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, uh, uh, a little success here, a little success there, and it adds up. It adds up
Exactly.
that Mick Von Raven
Yes, sir.
definitely has his time in the sun, and you get to say what you need to say. It's just, you know, we have to zigzag around.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
what is it? Jethro Tull has a song, and it goes, "Nothing is easy." Yeah, nothing. So is Mike muting or anything while he's busy?
No, Mike's making a burger. I got him hungry talking about food.
Well, good, because he looks like he needs a meal.
I'm going to order, because I do the show on Sunday. I usually order like Chinese food, or I could order a pizza, but I don't feel like eating all that dough. You know?
Yeah, you have to be in the mood for a pizza. I'm making one tonight on a bubbly crust myself.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I also love calzones, but I'm picky about the calzone. This place stuffs it really good with a lot of ricotta cheese.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta have a good stuff. You know, I know Michael goes to Trader Joe's often, and they got usually I'm very anti frozen prepared foods.
Why?
Like I don't mind frozen fish fillets and things like that. But frozen prepared foods I usually don't like. But they got these prepared Italian pasta dishes that are come in a bag, that with the sauce, the seasoning, everything, they're already prepared, and all you do is you heat it up and you have, you know, whatever, fettuccine Alfredo, or with this, that, and the other thing, and but you know, they're ready to go. But they have what they call family size meat lasagna that's outstanding.
That lasagna is that's a crazy lasagna. Yeah.
You tried that? You tried that before, Mike?
Absolutely. It's real tough to cook, but it's good though.
It doesn't take if you microwave it, which you could.
Yep.
It doesn't take that long, really. I mean,
No.
The thing I've noticed about prepared foods, frozen foods, often are way too high in sodium. Way too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
You're right on that. They're a bit expensive. They're not very healthy. They're not very healthy because they're prepared. They're quite expensive.
Very high in sodium, and sometimes sugar. Sometimes you got to watch out for the corn syrup, the high fructose corn syrups, and
I'm starting my Sunday pizza with the bobbly crust here.
What is a bobbly crust?
It's a name brand. It's made by Entenmann's owns it, and it's not a health food. I'll tell you that right now. It's fortified dough. That means they've taken all the nutrients, but it's the best tasting pizza crust bar none.
My grandmother used to buy Entenmann's cakes
What's up, Mark?
anytime she used to have a poker party. 'Cause my grandmother was a big time poker player,
Wow.
and she used to have poker get-togethers, and the knights of the round table would sit around and get their money up, and she would have we would have it. Well, I just watched. She would have intermission where she would make coffee and serve coffee and cake, which
Yep.
is how I grew up. If you have guests over the house,
Yeah, well, you'd have Sara Lee back in the day.
Sara Lee's frozen cakes.
Yeah, here's the bobbly crust. It's a crust with cheeses baked into it. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, okay.
And then what I do is I put some olive oil on it. I take a baster and put olive oil on it, and then I put sauce. I don't make my own sauce. I'm no chef. I buy some good sauce, and then I put cheese and meat. So
Now,
it's delicious.
okay. Now,
Mhm.
being that you don't have Cento brand in your supermarket, Italian products, it's a good sauce. Walk into Aldi and look for Priani brand.
Okay.
Priani, it comes in a jar that has the measurements
Nice.
in the glass, so you could save it as a shaker or a measuring cup. You could.
I got this one from Woodman's. Vito's. It's a good one. I've had it. Yeah, I've already used a bit of it. Vito's Deluxe Pizza Sauce.
Wait, hey, Vic, you went to Woodlands?
Woodman's. It's called.
Woodman's. Thought you said
Yes. No, it's called Woodman's. We don't have any Woodlands here. We have Woodman's.
Oh no.
And it's huge. It's like the size of 4 grocery stores.
Oh,
it's
man.
Awesome. It's awesome.
Now,
that sounds awesome.
Now, Mike? What town in Illinois were you staying at with family? What was the town?
I mean, where did? Oh, Western Mike. Okay, sorry.
One's in Plainfield, Illinois.
Plainfield, Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's far suburbs. Far.
That's far from where you are, right, Nick?
Oh yeah, far from O'Hare. Far from Chicago.
It's decently far from O'Hare. It's a bit of a drive. You get off the plane, and it's not like you just go to Wilmette or something like that.
When I came home from Camp Porter, Great Lakes, the Navy, I had a 747 jet burger at O'Hare.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
How much did that cost you?
Well, we're talking about back in the day, the late 1970s. What is it, 76 or 77?
What was that the Ramon song? It's the end of the 70s. It's the end of the century. From Rock and Roll High School.
My only friend, the end.
Okay, Jim Morrison. So I take extra virgin olive oil and baste the crust with it.
Of the bobbly, yeah.
Yeah. I try not to put too much on. You got to be careful. You don't, put too much sauce on. Too much olive oil.
Do you have to put your own mozzarella if you want, or is there?
You definitely put your own cheese on there. Yes, this is just a crust that happens to have cheese baked into it.
So you
yes.
So you have the pleasure of adding as much mozzarella as you want,
or any other Italian cheeses that I love.
Well, I see huge bags. They call it the family size bag of shredded mozzarella. It's like they call it rustic cut. Not
nice.
Not the fine shredded. They're like big shreds.
Yeah.
And you can.
Yeah.
you could sprinkle that. It's a lot better than slicing a hunk of mozzarella with a
Well,
knife.
we definitely don't do that.
No, no, you get the shred. That's how I make my own when I make my soft tacos and quesadillas. And quesadillas, I get the family size Mexican blends, the Mexican,
Nice.
and I use
Got
this
got
hot.
my baster so I can baste the olive oil onto the crust.
Okay, so you put the olive oil first, then you add the
Then I put spices. I put spices on top of it.
yeah, I gotta play Italian music. You guys get me hungry.
My best friends are Italian, but I don't know anything about
Western Mike. You know what? You know what's good about being an alpha male is you make it your business to learn how to cook and cook sometimes very well.
You gotta eat. We gotta eat.
You gotta
Yeah,
eat,
don't,
man. You
yeah,
gotta
don't eat anything pre-made. Cook everything.
Well, yeah, like me, I like to cook from scratch. I mean, not that I scratch
Cook
myself
everything.
while I'm cooking, but from the beginning.
Yeah.
I gotta see if my Vietnamese coffee maker was delivered today by Amazon.
Nice.
I got the Vietnamese to make Vietnamese drip coffee.
You
Oh,
got what? Wait, James. What you get?
a Vietnamese coffee drip apparatus to make Vietnamese coffee, which I never heard about it until this past week.
Here's some spices I'm putting onto the crust.
Ooh.
Pizza spices.
Oh, yeah. Well, you could also use what they call Italian seasoning too.
These are Italian. These are Italian. Little Italy seasoning and such.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, these are Italian, brother.
Oh, nice.
I cracked
But
my.
no, was that really Italian, James, or were you kind of just making that up?
I
No,
have three.
that's
I have three different cheeses. I've got Italian style, mozzarella, and Prego Reggiero. I don't know, age 24 months. That's what I'm putting on the pizza.
You said it's called Prego. That means pregnant
Good
in
deal.
Italian, right?
Yes, pregnant indeed. Prego.
Prego. No, that's Prego. Yeah, no, I didn't make it up, Mike. That's the Tarantella song. It's called the Tarantella.
Oh, my bad. Bobby.
Yeah, I would never make up. The only thing I make up is jazz tunes. Oh,
Yes.
my Vietnamese apparatus. It says it's running late.
Oh, those sons of bitches. Tell them to give you a discount.
How could it be running late? They have nothing better to do on Sunday.
Well, they tell you they're going to deliver it quickly, and then they take their time. That's how Amazon works.
Hey, fucking.
Don't just say shit.
Don't lip service. Lots of lip service.
Yeah, they bozo bezos. Yeah, they give you the.
Here's more of the spices I'm putting on the crust.
They give you the estimated date of arrival, and then this is the date of arrival. Now they're running late.
This one's really good. The hot one, I like that a lot.
Who's that guy? Dom DeLuise? Who's that?
No,
guy?
it's the late Paul Prudhomme. He passed away. His legacy lives on. He does look like Dom DeLuise, the late Dom DeLuise, but it's not him.
Was he obese?
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was an obese gentleman.
Yeah, but when he died, was he obese?
Yeah, I believe he was. And then it's good to add different kind of peppers. I got chili peppers, and I also have crushed red pepper. I'm going to put on there.
Oh, you can't beat that crushed, flaked red pepper that you see in the
This
pizzeria.
is really good too. This chili pepper, that's also quite good.
I
And
buy
then,
the I buy the huge bottle of that.
oh yeah, I got one of those from the Costco. Let's see. Here you can see it's been used well. I've already used a bunch of it. Here it is.
Oh wow, they last a long time. If you get the super jumbo bottle of the fleck, the flaked
Flake.
flaked chili peppers,
They last a long time.
yeah, because it's so hot, you don't really have to add too much of it.
Here's something nice to add from Aldi. The minced garlic. I want to put a little of that on the
Wow.
crust.
You know what I've been getting? I've been getting the huge bottle of dehydrated minced garlic.
Nice.
And I get the
I
onion. I get
I
the
have
onion.
that too. Yes, I have the onion. I have the I have all that you like. I like too, sir. I
I
have.
tell you
We're
one
very
thing.
like minded.
I tell you one thing. I don't feel like cutting up onions, so I get the flaked, dehydrated onions, flaked. The same thing with the garlic. And guess what?
Here's like this.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's onion,
onion.
onion, cayenne pepper, and I
Hi.
got my
Oh my.
garlic. I got exactly what you're talking about, Jimmy.
And you know what? When it soaks, when it's boiling in liquid, it becomes hydrated, just like real minced onion.
Nice.
Or you could, you could you could pre-soak the herbs and the minced garlic and onion in some water, and you could put extra virgin olive oil. You could keep that in the refrigerator in a container, and you could hydrate it by soaking it all.
Well, I made a little error. I started putting cheese down without sauce. I got so excited and into it.
Oh, wait a minute! I got to get a bird's eye view
That's
of
good.
Michael's sandwich.
Oh, that looks
Ooh,
delicious.
ooh, yeah.
Thanks.
Ooh,
Got
what you
a.
got there?
Okay,
Burger?
so I cooked a slab of salmon and paired it with a slice of egg, and now it's just ready to roll.
Oh, wait, you got it.
Nice.
That's a
Cheers.
salmon sandwich. That's a salmon.
Mm-hmm.
A
Did you
a salmon sandwich.
a salmon sandwich? Did you put tartar sauce on that? Is there some kind of sauce on it?
Oh, forgot that freaking sauce, man. It's just, but hey,
Oh, you
thanks
ran
for
out.
letting me know.
Well, you know what tartar sauce is. It's nothing but mayonnaise, pickle, relish, and lemon juice.
Yeah, but
Yes.
forgot. Don't even have tartar sauce. What the hell?
Oh
I
man.
put I put some cheese on the crust without sauce yet, and then I thought, well, why not just put a little more and spread it thin? So I got cheese on there. I'm going to put
Oh,
sauce on and then more cheese.
Listen, between Mick Von Raven's
oh yeah.
Bobbly Pizza and Western Mike's salmon sandwich, we're eating like real alpha men here. I guarantee.
We're eating like
Oh yeah.
kings on a Sunday, like you want to.
Easy
Well,
on a Sunday morning.
protein is a must.
Well, remind me never to put cheese down again because the sauce doesn't spread as easy.
Hmm?
But I'm going to overcome this. I will. I'll be okay.
Yeah, you got to put sauce first, and then
Yeah, I accidentally put the cheese and I put a little more just to make it kind of even.
yeah. Well, when I make the quesadillas or soft taco with the I buy the large flour tortillas from a Mexican bakery. They
Nice.
the supermarket by me has them. What I do is I put the sauce. All the sauces go like yesterday. I made lean ground beef quesadillas. So I put the lean ground beef after I browned the beef in another pot. I put it in the middle of the flour tortilla. Then I put the sauces on the beef, and then last I put the cheese. This way, when the cheese melts, it seals in the sauces, and
Mm.
and the beef. The cheese just like seals.
Mo Larry, the cheese. Mo
Anything
Larry,
beef.
the cheese.
Anything beef, my friend. Wish could eat beef by itself all the time.
You ever have the raw meat steak tartare? It's like a raw.
I have, and I wouldn't do it again.
Was it made Was it?
Why not?
Yes, it was German. It was an experience, and I've moved on. It was a one-time deal. You're not supposed to eat steak completely raw. It's got to at least skip across the grill a little bit.
Yeah, because there might be E. coli in that ground beef.
Yeah, here's what I've got so far. I usually am able to spread the sauce with a spoon, but it's thickened up because of that cheese I accidentally put down. But it's working out. I don't have to open a new sauce. I was able to spread it around.
Why don't you add more cheese on top of that? Just a
I
little.
will once I get this settled down.
Oh, God.
Now, some restaurants put the meat down and then the cheese. I'm not used to that. I usually put the meat on top. It cooks better. I do put some raw meat on here, some sausage, and then some cooked meat, some pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
I wish I had I could hold it over my head as I do this, like I was the some kind of chef. But
yeah, I have a chef's hat.
I have a chef apron, but I don't have a chef camera. Oh, good. I'm using up all the sauce, and it's all still in very good order. Vito's.
See,
Oh, God.
I got a
By
chef.
the way, I can't do this anymore. You're going to laugh. All right, I can't do this live on the air anymore. I went ahead and put frickin' salsa on instead of sauce. All right.
Man.
Oh my God, this is hilarious. This is like a comedy.
Hold on.
All right, I'm gonna have to call you guys back. I never am good at cooking and talking on the phone. Never.
All over.
I gotta put my chef hat on.
This is too funny. I gotta take care of a disaster over here. This is like a Mexican pizza.
There you go, Mick.
Yeah. No wonder it was so chunky. It was salsa. Holy shit, am I out of it?
Careful.
What do you so you got a Mexican pizza?
And I don't have Mexican meat, so I'm gonna have to take this off and redo it. I'm gonna have to call you guys back.
All right.
All right, let me call you back. Bye.
Let me know.
My name is Chef Salmonella.
My name is that on purpose?
Salvatore Manella.
Is that on purpose?
Yeah. Oh my God.
So James, how you been doing?
I've been doing all right.
All right.
Everything's been good. The lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer are here, and you know, I've been. So I really enjoy your solo live streams that you've been doing. You're really doing a decent series there.
Thanks. I'm about to do mine at 1500. So
Cool.
yeah, that'll be 6 o'clock your time. So
6 p.m. my time and 6 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
Is probably when I will be ordering my Chinese food and
wait, I thought you were ordering something already.
No, I have to really focus on what I feel like eating. Like I don't have the food in the forefront of my mind right now. I have to go.
You're the one who was talking about it the most.
but I'm hungry, and this place makes fantastic fried chicken. Even
Really?
if somebody doesn't want to do Chinese, their fried chicken's great.
Really?
Fried shrimp is pretty damn good with the tartar sauce.
Chicken and rice.
Yeah, chicken. But there's so many things they make that are wonderful. This particular Chinese place that I had to find a new place because the app where I order the food from, the takeout doesn't deal with the app anymore. They left, so
Oh really?
I had to find a new place, and I found it. I think it's called Hunan Gardens or something.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wait, putting any gardens? What?
Hunan. Like it's near Sichuan province. They're known for spicy foods.
Oh, right.
Hunan.
Oh well, I got a cardigan, and
That's a nice color.
oh thanks. Yeah, basically army green, and James Bond wears this green jacket in the newest one, and like other people said, didn't really like that. Like kept trying to wear that jacket, and it didn't work. So instead, just got a cardigan, and think that James Bond.
You remember the tweed sports jackets with the suede patches on the elbows?
Yeah, they're
Remember
good.
that style?
Yeah, oh yeah. But don't you think James?
Yeah.
Sports jackets are really good, but don't you think James Bond kind of looks better in a cardigan necessarily than maybe he does in like those really intense, like kind of trench coats? Like I'm not a fan of trench coats.
Well, a cardigan is good for getting the general population to like you and trust you. There's something
Really?
about the man in a cardigan it's very it's got that family oriented Mr. Nice Guy image,
Yeah, you have a cardigan then. Well, we'll try to wear my cardigan and kind of.
No, I don't have a cardigan. I have a shacket, shacket. You call them, right?
Yeah. Jacket is a combination of a shirt and a jacket, and you don't really wear it as a button shirt or anything, but you kind of wear it like with another T-shirt or something like that.
Yeah, because it's a challenge to button that damn thing and unbutton it. So I just wear it as
That's why.
I just wear it as a jacket. Like.
I only have one jacket, and then the rest of the shirts I have are just dress shirts because one of them is a work shirt. But yeah, you can't wear a jacket as a you shouldn't wear a jacket with a tie.
No.
That don't work.
It's just like these people that would go on the Tonight Show, these celebrities, and they'd have a sport jacket with jeans. They'd be wearing jeans with a sport jacket.
Oh, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Well, it would have to be a casual sports jacket. You can't have a suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thought about getting dark denim jeans to wear now when I go out, James. Kind of like Hank Moody will in the show Californication will wear a blazer and jeans when I go out, but I wear light colored jeans.
Okay.
But I don't wear a blazer. I wear a suit jacket as a blazer, as a sports.
Yeah. Do you like denim shirts? I like them.
Denim shirts. What's a denim shirt?
It's a long sleeve button down shirt with collars, but it's dungaree. It's denim materials, blue.
A polo, basically. Those are okay.
No, not a polo. It's long sleeves, buttons. Okay, collar. It's a long sleeve casual shirt, but it's made of denim material. It matches your blue jeans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the shirt version of a denim jacket.
Really?
Yeah. It's
well, gonna go get ready for my show, James, and we'll
okay.
We'll be doing that. So come join.
I'm gonna close down and put your show on because I think Mick Mick totally got distracted by the show because he put salsa on his pizza and
all right.
But you know what? It's about that time where I'm getting hungry and I want to go order something.
Go order something, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, James.
Oh, there he is. Take care. What happened? Mick Von Raven. All right, I'm awaiting Mick Von Raven. Having some technical difficulties here. What happened? Hello? Hello? Hello, Mick? Hello, Mick? Hello, Mick? Are you there, Mick? Hello, Mick? I might as well wrap it up. Man. Well, I want to thank everyone for joining Progressive Discussions for this week. And, I think it's, well, I said it was the beginning. Let me see. It might be the middle of June. Hold on. Double check something here. Oh, all right. It's about the end of the first week of June, going on the middle of June. Somebody's sending me a ton of messages. Let's see. Here. Okay, that should do it. Thank you, everyone, for joining Progressive Discussions, and have a very pleasant and safe and enjoyable upcoming week. And enjoy the rest of the weekend, which will go very fast. Have a nice Sunday evening, people, and we'll see you next time. God willing, we'll see you next week. Knock on wood, for another Progressive Discussions and Red Pill Man Cave show. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.